Hello students, welcome back studying Add Maths with me. So today I will complete the whole set of paper 1 discussion for the trial exam. So I think I still haven't discussed a few questions on probability. So for this one is about the probability for independent event. So let's have a look at the question. The probability that Jason is involved in an accident in each round of a motorcycle race is 0.4. Jason has to quit the race if he is involved in an accident. The probability of Jason winning each round of the motorcycle race is 0.96, provided that he is not involved in any accident. Jason needs to complete 3 laps of race track. Calculate the probability correct to 3 significant figures that A. Jason is the champion of the race. B. Jason is unable to finish the race. Let's have a look how to solve this question. So I think I suggest you draw a tree diagram because it involves 3 laps. Laps 1 is the first event. So we want to calculate the probability in 3 significant figures. So okay, let's start with the first branch. If involved in accident is 0.4, not involved of course will be 1 minus 0.4, so be 0.6. And if not involved in accident, the chances to win is 0.96. So if not win, so the chances not win is 1 minus 0.96 is the complement event. Okay, this is actually the laps 1's outcome. So we use a blue color. For laps 2, that is event 2, so the chances for accident and not accident still the same because this is independent event. So you have 3 events, alright? So the chances to win still the same, 0.96. All this information are given in the question for laps 2, and we will repeat for laps 3. For laps 3, okay, the possibility for accident is 0.4, and then not accident will be 0.6. Okay, if not accident involved, then the chances to win still remain 0.96. If accident, it will stop there. Alright, so cannot proceed with the race. If not accident, then the chances to win is 0.96, and of course the chances not to win is 0.04. So now if you draw out the tree diagram like this, you have a very clear picture how to solve the probability question involving 3 events, especially independent event. Alright, so I suggest you to follow my way, draw a tree diagram. So now we want to find out what is the probability that Jason is the champion for the whole race. So I will highlight from 0.6 if not accident, okay, for the laps 1, and then for laps 2 and go to laps 3. So we will highlight the branches, okay, for no accident involved, so that Jason can continue his race from laps 1 to laps 2 and to laps 3. And then we will just multiply all the probability value on the branches, right? So the answer can be written as 0.6 times 0.96 multiplied by 0.6 multiplied by 0.96 multiplied by 0.6 multiplied by 0.96. In short, you can write as 0.96 to the power of 3 times 0.6 to the power of 3. right? In short. So then you just press your calculator and you will get the answer, and make sure you follow the instruction. The instructions say you have to round off to 3 significant figures. So the answer should be, okay, so if you press your calculator, 0.96 cube power 3 times 0.6 to the power of 3, your answer that you got should be 0.191. So let's see what the question 1 is, 3 significant figures. So please highlight and double check your answer. You follow the instruction 0.191. Alright, good. It seems like it's 3 significant figure. Alright, so I hope you do understand how to solve the probability involving 3 independent events. Okay, try to draw a tree diagram to figure out how to solve the problem. Alright, so the tree diagram will help you to map out the answer systematically and you are not in a mess. Because if without the tree diagram, your thinking, your thought will be a bit messed up. So I'm showing you the arrow pointing to the probability value for each of the branches. Then I multiply in order to get the answer. Now let's discuss B. Jason is unable to finish the race. Okay, if Jason unable to finish the race, that means we will actually consider either he involved in accident or not. If he is not involved in accident, then he can complete the race. So let's just draw another simple tree diagram. Alright, but the outcome is just that Jason involved in accident or not. So for lap 1, the involved in accident is 0.4, not involved is 0.6, right? So we just focus on not involved. So every lap, the chances for not involved in accident is the same because this is the independent event, which is 0.6. And for lap 3, also the same, not involved in accident. The chances is still 0.6. So actually, we just focus on the not involved in accident. Then we will use a complement event. That means we will take 1 minus out the probability that he involved in accident by just take 1 minus the probability of he is not involved in accident. Do you understand? So meaning that we will just focus on the balance. The balance meaning that not able to complete the race because he is involved in accident. So the one that actually 0.6 times 0.6 times 0.6 are the probability that Jason completed the race. So in order to find the probability that he cannot finish the race, so we will take 1 minus out. Okay, 0.6 times 0.6 times 0.6. This will be better, and this is a shortcut that you can get the answer easily and in a faster way. Alright, so always draw a tree diagram so that you can have a clearer picture how to figure out the shortcut. So my answer is I just take 1 minus 0.6 to the power of 3. So the answer is 0.784. Alright, this is called a probability of complement event. So it saves your time, right? Okay, so tree diagram is very helpful. If you really understand the problem given, then you should be able to draw a tree diagram and try to solve it systematically for the probability involving 3 events. Alright, please read the question carefully for probability. Okay, I'm showing you the answer for A, which is 0.191. Alright, and then for answer for B is 0.784. Now I would like to proceed with another probability question, which is the normal distribution. So for this one, you are given the bell shape, and you notice that the bell shape is actually given the score, which is x. So the question is saying that the standard normal variable, okay, you are given the z score 0.5, you are given the x also 12, so standard deviation also given 4, so you're asking to find mean. So basically when you see this type of question, you copy down this formula, is given in the formula list, I guess. So you just plug in all the information. Standard deviation is 4, so you don't have to square root because they give you the standard deviation. They also give you the z score and also the x. So in this case, you can find your mean because they are actually providing you all the three information. Okay, later we will solve. For B, you are given the bell shape, and then this is x. Yes, it's a random variable for x, so you need to standardize it. Okay, when you see x, you have to convert to z score using the z score formula. Remember, z equal to x minus mean over standard deviation. And then you will use a calculator or buku sifir to find the answer after you get your z score. Okay, many of the students forgotten that finding area of the shaded region, it means that you are finding the probability. With the condition you convert to z score, then only you can use a calculator to get the answer for the probability value, which is also equivalent to the area under the bell. Okay, so remember my advice, the moment you see x, you write like this: probability for x greater than 24 and less than 26, and then you convert to the z score. Okay, use a z score formula. Alright, so after you practice quite many times, I'm sure you will remember how to do this question in exam. So after you convert to z score, then only you can use your logbook, or you can use your calculator to find your answer. Alright, okay, so keep on doing so that you are not familiar. You won't feel that you are a bit unfamiliar with this kind of question because you seldom practice, right? Okay, so now I'm giving you the z score, so I'm showing you how to find the answer. I will substitute. Okay, x is 12, and then mean are not given, so I cannot do anything. I just write mean, and standard deviation 4, right? And the z score also given, right? 0.5. So this one is very simple, but many students forgotten because they wonder what is mean, because they always think about statistic mean, I guess. So okay, you cross multiply, then you will have the answer, which is 10 for the mean. Okay, it's just 1 mark because it's just using the formula. Right, for this one, you're given a bell shape, right? So first thing I say, you must write what? You must start with the x, probability, x at the middle, because the area is starting from 24 to 26 as the lower and upper. Alright, so now let's solve it together. So probability, lower limit is 24 and upper 26 for x. So now we convert to z score. 24 minus the mean 22, right? And then you are given the standard deviation also. Alright, so you substitute into the formula z score. That means you need to convert to z score every time before you can find the probability value. So just memorize the step. From x go to z, from z go to p using calculator. So you have the z from 1 to 2. Now if you have a new calculator, you can just press, and then lower limit is 1 and upper limit is 2, and you will get the answer easily, right? So this is the area Okay, after we convert to z-score, then you will get the value from the calculator. Always remember that only z-score, then you can read the answer from the buku sphere or buku, we call it logbook, or using your calculator. Must be z-score, right? If you are having x, you need to convert to z-score. The formula is given in the formula list in the exam paper. So please help yourself with the z-score formula. So this is the suggested answer. So if you really press your calculator, you should get the answer as I shown. Okay, now we will discuss the last question, which is the most easy question. This is about the binomial distribution. So, okay, so now let's read the question. It's given that 90% of the chance, okay, 90%, that means the probability is 90 over 100. Okay, make sure you convert to 90 over 100. Okay, 90%, percent is very important, it's 0.9. Alright, and then the Q is, of course, 0.1, is 10%. Please do not use 90 or 10 because it's not logic at all. How can your probability more than 1, isn't it? Okay, so now we want to find the probability for at least 7, at least more than equal 7, and the n is 8. So you just list out the probability for at least 7 should be 7 and 8 because the number n is just 8. Alright, so then please use a formula. Remember, 8C7 times 0.97 times 0.1, and then 8 minus 7 is 1, plus 8C8 times 0.98, and then 0.1 to the power of 8 minus 8, which is 0, and then you just press your calculator carefully. So this question is binomial distribution, which is quite easy. So I'm sure if you really do it seriously, you'll get this answer 0.3826 plus 0.4305. Your final answer should be 0.8131. Alright, make sure your answer is accurate. Hi other students, today I managed to discuss all the 3 questions for probability. One is probability for 3 independent events, and then probability for normal distribution, and last one is probability for binomial distribution. So I really hope that you focus on the probability question and try to score marks for these 3 topics, and I'm sure you can do well in your SPM exam if you keep on practice make perfect. So please continue practice until you got less mistake. Alright, so I'm sure you will be very successful one day. Let's have a cup of coffee. Bye bye, have a nice day.